CBS 6 News at 6 starts now.
I was just telling her when was the last time we can remember a year where we had 2 snows like in the first week of December, and it's been a while.
Take your time, go slow, and be careful. Be safe.
Everybody's getting gas, kerosene. We even have wood that they're buying for the fireplaces.
Gotta stay warm as the snow keeps falling. We asked what's top of mind for you this wintry season. Coming up, we'll hear more voices and we'll have live coverage on the conditions from all across Central Virginia. Thanks for joining us here at 6. I'm Bill Fitzgerald.
And I'm Janine Samuels. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Zach Daniel to see how it's feeling and how it's looking out there. Zach, are you staying warm?
I'm trying to, but not very successful right now. It's been a few hours out here. It's starting to get pretty cold, and the wind has picked up a little bit. The snow is lighter now than it has been all day long, but every little bit that's falling right now is still adding a little bit to what we've got. We have 3 inches back here in the Museum District here in the CBS 6 Weather Garden, officially 3 out at the airport. Let me show you what we have as far as the warnings and advisories, and I'll update you on the warning. It has been extended until 10, and mainly south of Richmond, you get some waves of some snow continuing to come through. The advisory goes until 1 o'clock in the morning. Looking at the snow we have across the northern neck and middle peninsula, it's light to occasionally moderate snowfall there. North of Richmond, some moderate snow, Beaver Dam through Doswell up toward Bowling Green. Out west, it is light. Out Route 60 and out 64 and down 360. We still have bands of some heavier snow down 85 through Alberta and down into South Hill, so Lunenburg, Mecklenburg County, and down into Brunswick County, Dinwiddie County, and Sussex and Prince George counties. And then right here in Richmond, again, at the moment, we have just some light snow, but it is cold. The area of low pressure is moving on by and is still imparting a lot of lift on the area, so we'll still have at least a very light snow continuing for us. Temperatures are in the mid to upper 20s, so it is very, very cold out here. And now that we've lost the sunlight, the road conditions are getting a lot worse. So we'll still have a chance for snow, but the snow will be tapering off here and very cold overnight tonight. Tomorrow morning, everything frozen as we will drop into the upper teens and low 20s. For a check on those roads, let's head out to meteorologist Mike Stone in Storm Rider.
Hey, Zach, well, we're on Monument Avenue and we're right near Willow Lawn. And one thing that Zach's been talking a lot about has been the temperatures. Right now, downtown, it's 29 degrees, and you can see Monument Avenue here as we go by Willow Lawn. It is kind of slushy. With the temperatures below freezing, anything that is not treated very well tonight is actually going to freeze up. Lows tonight are going to be in the teens. Tomorrow we'll get back above freezing and have some sun, but then we're going to go back below freezing tomorrow night. So anything that is not treated really well for the next couple days, we're going to go through that kind of thaw and freeze cycle. And this is our 360 cam as we go down Monument Avenue. We've been looking at some really nice Christmas lights and some snow as we've been traveling all across the metro area. But one good thing is that people have been taking it very slowly. You're not seeing a lot of people driving too quickly. We did see a few people spin out off the side of the road a little while ago. But again, a lot of the roads now at least have some tire tracks, but they're still snow covered, and they will remain slippery, especially as the temperature continues to drop. Live from Storm Rider 6 with photojournalist Cole Pearson. I'm meteorologist Mike Stone. Julie and Bill and Janine, back to you.
All right, thank you, Mike. Now, the school closings are rolling in for tomorrow, including Richmond Public Schools. We'll have an update on those in just a bit. And as Mike and Zach both mentioned, icy conditions are expected overnight and into tomorrow.
Our Melissa Hippolyte spoke with some Richmonders as the snow continues to fall.
She joins us now live from Patterson Avenue in Richmond's West End. Melissa, how are you doing out there?
Well, Janine and Bill, the ground is literally freezing beneath me, and it's getting harder to stand in one place, honestly, because it's getting so slick. We were just talking, we were hearing from Mike Stone, we were hearing from Zach Daniel about these temperatures that are continuously dropping, and it's making so much more sense to me as to why schools are going to be closed in most districts again tomorrow, because, you know, as these cars drive over these roads that still have snow on them, it's packing down that snow into a situation like where I am right now. and it's just becoming like almost a sheet of ice. And that's what's going to be happening overnight, particularly to those untreated roads. Since we've been out here, we saw one City of Richmond salt truck come down Patterson Avenue here in the west end of Richmond. We haven't seen any salt dropped on any of these side roads, which is to be expected. Now, I just wanted to point out something funny. In between my 5:30 and my 6 o'clock hit, I checked Facebook and I saw somebody I know, Jesse Baez, he had posted, "Are the kids ever going to go back to school?" And for those of you that don't have kids, this is the 5th day that, tomorrow will be the 5th day that children will be out of school. And of course, they're going to be enjoying the snow, building snowmen, taking walks, sledding, etc. I had the opportunity to talk to a couple in the city of Richmond who was out walking their dog earlier today. And we talked about just how cool it is to have 2 back-to-back snows in early December and how rare that is.
I think there was a big snow in like 2018, early December. But since then, I mean, we've gotten like pretty much no snow each year, maybe 1 or 2 storms throughout the whole winter.
Yeah, so this is just so special for the kids to be able to get out and enjoy the snow and to see the Christmas decorations that are up because we have this snow in early December. Now, earlier, about a couple hours ago, my mother-in-law, Lynn Ralston, texted me. She said she was driving home from work in Chesterfield County and the roads were treacherous. It took her an hour to get home to Western Henrico. Joy Foltz is in Chesterfield for us right now. Joy, how are those roads looking at this point?
Bill, Janine, I'm out here. It's hard to hear you a bit, but I'm in Chesterfield County with photojournalist Tyler Britt. I'm trying to make a little bit of a snowball here. It's not very good. The snow's so soft that it's just not ready for snowball yet, or I'm not very good at making them. But I'm in here, as I mentioned, in Chesterfield County. I'm just off of Hull Street Road. To my left, it's still a bit slushy or getting even more slick, as you can see. But while that's clear, it's really the secondary roads to my right that I wanted to show you. And as you can see, if you could barely see, many of those are still covered in snow and still really slick. So those are the ones that you're going to need to be extra careful on if you have to come out of your house today. And now we've been out here since about 11 a.m. today, and that's when we really saw the snow begin to stick to the roads. As I mentioned, we went through some of those neighborhoods in the area, and while most of the roads at first were covered in that slushy mix that you see on the main roads now, it really began to build up quickly, especially on some of those less traveled streets. Now, earlier today, VDOT said that because of the wet road conditions, they did not pre-treat roads, but have crews on standby. And according to the Chesterfield County government website, VDOT's Chesterfield residency has about 185 pieces of equipment on standby, ready to clear the roads as the snow continues to fall, starting of course with the primary roads and then moving on to the secondary roads within 72 hours. Now I want to bring you back here. We've been here for about 2.5 hours now. I've been measuring the length of the snow with a pen that I can't find in my pocket. Well, about a half an hour ago it was about 3.5 inches. I'm sure it's about 4 now, but we will continue to monitor the snow as it falls and continue to stay on these roads. Again, if you have to come out, please be extra safe. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thank you for that, Joy. Try to stay warm out there. And as the snow began falling in Dinwiddie County this morning, kids might have been sleeping in with another day off of school, but farmers had to get out there and take care of their livestock.
That's right. They have animals that they can't forget about. And when you think about it, it's a job that really never stops. CBS 16 reporter Wayne Koval joins us live now from Dinwiddie County to explain. How you doing out there, Wayne?
We are hanging in there, I can tell you that. Now, what started out as rain here in Dinwiddie County, it started turning to snow around 8:30 here in Dinwiddie County. Now, some of the fluffy snow was coming down hard, and it was covering everything, including the fields where cows were grazing. For Jamie Van Cleef, it was all part of the job today. With the snow coming down, he had to spend more time checking on his livestock, making sure they were eating and doing well. Now, he has another job, and that's to make sure his cows that are pregnant aren't having any complications during the weather.
If they don't do their job, we have to intervene, and we've had to intervene in the past for whatever reason it may be, and bring them inside, warm them up, dry them off. You have to bottle feed them, whatever you got to do to make sure they're okay.
Now, Jamie says one way that he's doing now is that he's taking his hay and putting it on a sled so that it's off the ground. That way it doesn't mold on the ground, but it also doesn't have the cows trampling it. Now, I'll tell you that we're standing right beside Route 460 here in Dinwiddie County. We're seeing a lot of VDOT plows and also the subcontractors coming down plowing and throwing out salt and sand. Cars are moving at a normal pace, but again, as those temperatures drop, everyone out on the roads needs to slow down. Reporting live in Dinwiddie County, Wayne Coble, CBS 6 News.
Thank you, Wayne. And more school cancellations and delays are coming into the newsroom. Chesterfield, Henrico, Hanover, and Dinwiddie County schools all closed tomorrow. That's in addition to Richmond City schools. You can see the latest closings and delays scrolling at the bottom of your TV set and also on our website, WTVR.com.
And be sure to stay tuned to CBS 6 for all the latest weather updates. You can always count on the CBS 6 Weather Authority team for complete coverage in your area. And you can join us for an early start tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. for the latest weather and traffic.
The early bird definitely catches the worm. That was true for many parade goers who were the first on scene. Still to come, how our Kristen Lures and Reba Hollingsworth were able to drum up some excitement before the big Christmas parade. Lane?